Alright, stage select. Oh, more story. Here we go. This is the memory circuit board. I said that wrong.
We can play back his memory to see why he went crazy.
I'll put it on the screen. So what are you trying to say? It's just any robot, so I don't care.
I'm saying you're all going to end up in the junkyard.
Of course. When we're done with our work, that's what happens. Paging Mr. Herman. Anyway.
It's not just you. Millions of robots all over the world are winding up as piles of junk. You work hard for your humans, and then they destroy you when you no longer need it. Doesn't that make you angry?
Whoa, I went too hard on that last one. ...
Just because you reached some arbitrary expiration date doesn't mean you should be scrapped. You're all still quite useful. You have a right to live. I'm going to help you. Together we'll show the world how useful you all can still be.
Pause. Perhaps you're right. We still want to be of use to people. Can you repair us?
Maniacal stare. I'll be glad to help you in the blah blah blah. I skipped it.
It was Wily all along! Who knew? That's it? Oh. Hey! How did Wily get into our lab anyways? Yoink. There should have been a little yoink bubble. Anyway, so yeah. Next are the Wily levels. So, in that respect, what I'm actually going to do is go back into the levels and farm up a whole bunch of screws so I can buy E-tanks and blah blah blah. So then in the next part, which will take just you guys a couple seconds, but me quite a while, I'll stop the video here, and then I'll boot it back up when I'm ready to actually take on all the Wily levels. So yeah, see you guys later. And that's why she said, "Get your hand out of the cow." Oh, but enough about my crazy stories. What you guys want is some more of this. Anyways, so I did a whole whack of crazy farming. So now we're gonna go to the shop and buy a couple things.
You can exchange the screws you find for items here. Please select an item.
Now right there are extra lives. Throughout the levels I actually collected enough that we don't need any. Energy tanks, we all know what those are. I'll be definitely stocking up on a good number of those. Mystery tanks basically fill up everything, but you can only get it once. In fact, I'll show you.
This is a mystery tank. It will completely restore your energy level and your weapon's energy levels. It also has some other effects I don't know about. This item will cost you 50 screws.
Well, I think I have more than enough.
Do you want this item?
Yes.
Thank you. You need anything else? Please select an item.
Now see, we can only get one of them. So, yeah. Only one. We can get a whole whack energy thing. Anyway, this is Eddie, or Flip Top, whatever he's actually called. And you can basically use him throughout any level, and you just get items that he randomly gives you. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Not really worth it if you ask me. Beat will save you from falling down a pit. Very useful. This is basically to take Mega Man's helmet off. I'm not going to use it though because I want to keep it classic. This stupid item, okay, it's not stupid, it's just different. Basically changes Roll's sprite from how she looks right now to how she looks in Mega Man 8. Not much of a difference, not really worth it. This item is very useful. Basically, it's like a spike protection. In fact, I'll show you what it says.
This is a shock guard. This item will protect you if you make contact with any spikes.
Yes.
It can only be used once. I repeat, it can only be used one time. This item will cost you 50 screws. You want this item? No. What? You don't want it?
She's so surprised.
Please select an item.
This one is half damage. Basically, throughout the whole level, you take half damage I normally would. This is the energy balancer. We're gonna get it.
This is an energy balancer.
Go figure.
When you pick up a weapon capsule, this item will restore energy to the weapon with the lowest energy level. This is quite a handy item to have. This item will cost you 100 screws.
I think we can swing it.
Do you want this item?
Yes.
Thank you. Do you need anything else? Please select an item.
Oops.
You can't hold any more of that item. Let's not get greedy. Okay?
That sounds nothing like a roll. But I need a woman voice, so that's what you're gonna get. Alright, let's juice up on E-tanks. Blah, blah, blah. 1. Blah, blah, blah. 2. Blah, blah, blah. 3. Blah, blah, blah. 4. 5. 6. Let's get one of these. Just cause. Yeah. Let's get one of these, actually, yeah. Let's get a guard power-up.
When you use it, you'll take half the usual damage for that stage. This item will cost you 100 screws. Want this item?
Yes, why not? Please select an item? No. We're good. Alright, let's take on Dr. Wily's stage. Oh. Just like in the classics, my goodness. Look at those eyebrows. The famous Wily eyebrows. Let's take a look at what his pad looks like. Oh, that's a huge satellite. Doesn't he realize that satellites are, you know, a little smaller these days? He doesn't need to go so overboard. It's very Mega Man 2-esque. A lot of this is. Anyways, here we go. Let's see. We got everything. We have 9 lives. We got 8 E-tanks. 1 mystery. 1 of those half damage things. We got everything. We are good to go, peoples. Now this music, I have to say, I don't know, it rivals, to me, it rivals the Mega Man 2 Wily stage. Mega Man 2 Wily stage 1, to be more specific. But, I don't know, I think it's just still the fact that this game is still so new, that it's just getting to me. Anyway, throughout this level we have to actually, we are forced to use enemy bosses' weapons, like, for example, right there, we need the Tornado Blow. But just so that we don't get too far down with that, let's use the Hornet Chaser. See, look what it does. You use it, and it gives you items. Why, thank you, little hornets. Now I must blow you away! And look, thank goodness we have that, because we're going to have to use this Tornado Blow a little more. Like right there. One more time for these 2 babies. Get ourselves an unneeded extra life. And so we don't use a Tornado Blow here, let's just use the Rush Coil. I think you can make that jump regularly, but I don't feel like risking it. And let's take out these 2 suckers. Basically, shoot them and then get near their shield and then run away! And fire like mad. Look at that lightning, that's pretty cool. And whoop! Basically just trigger the activation and shoot away, peoples. Bing! Enough with that lightning. Don't they know thunder and lightning never actually occur at the same time? Wily's got to work on his weather machine, seriously. Plants that fire nuts out of their head? Only a nut could come up with that. Alright, let's take on Crazy Dragon Man again. Very reminiscent of Mega Man 2. I still say, to this moment. Just because when I first saw him, it was like, whoa! Big guy out of nowhere. Is this the boss? But no. I don't really need that. I don't need a lot of weapon energy, but I'm still gonna farm here, so, see those little guys, they'll just keep popping out or whatever. So, yeah, gonna pause it here very quickly and get back to you guys, okay? See you in a bit.